Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Summer Lunch and Learn series. I am Helen Panos, and I am here again today, every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Time, to go over a topic related to helping parents and children. Today's topic, I have no guests, it's me. You get me all to yourselves. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Helen Panos, owner of Dynamis Learning. It's a K through 12 tutoring, SAT, ACT prep company. We do advocacy and also help with executive functioning coaching. We've offered that for 6th through 12th graders and adults now. So just keep that in mind if we're getting calls from adults as well. They are finding out now later in life that they're ADHD or OCD or something that prevents them from being able to get their work done productively. So they're reaching out to me to ask if we do adults. And yes, we do now as of June. So I wanted to let you know that this topic today is all about SMART goals and setting goals with your kids. And you could do that as young as 2nd grade. Yep, I said 2nd grade. I have a SMART goal planner, which I'll pop up here at the bottom of the screen. You'll be able to get that through a link, and I will have it live on here on the comments, so you can just click on it. But this is a terrific SMART goal planner that you can use with any kids' grades, I'd say 2nd through 12th grade. 2nd graders can do, 2nd and 3rd graders can at least set one goal. I would suggest they set one goal. I would make that more of a school goal. If you want, you can also go ahead and do a personal goal. They might want to do something with dancing or, a sport that they might be in, or maybe a musical instrument. Maybe they're taking piano and they want to learn a specific song. So you could do it through with one academic and one personal goal all the way up through like maybe 4th grade. And then by 5th grade, they should be able to set 3 goals. And at that point, 5th grade and up, they should set 2 academic goals and 1 personal goal, and do it all on my SMART goal planner. And what I love about the SMART goal planner is it also asks them, who do you think could help you achieve these goals? And you list those people and or organizations, let's say. And then also, what do you think would prevent you from reaching these goals? What would get in the way? So that they know there's things that might get in the way, like their sport or just time in general, or not being able to reach the person that they need to help them reach their goal, possibly. So, they need to be aware of those things, and that those kind of things happen every time. When I set my goals for the company, I always have interferences that occur to try to prevent me from reaching my goals. It's going to happen. It's life. It's best that they know that ahead of time and they're aware of it. But let's go over what SMART means in case you don't know. It's widely used. It's a widely used framework for setting effective and achievable goals. Like I said, I use it. I have a planner where I list them every day, the 3 goals that I have. So the acronym SMART stands for S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable, R, relevant, T, time bound. So let's take some examples of this. So let's say it's specific. Let's start with the S. The goal is clear and well defined. So in other words, you shouldn't just say improve math grades. That's just too general. Instead, it should be raise my algebra grade from a C to a B by the end of the semester. So these are semester goals. And you can use this planner again for 2nd semester, and they can change their goals completely or continue the same goals. M is measurable. You can track your progress and know when you're achieving it. I do this every day with let's say my ROI goal, my revenue goal, and I also look at it monthly and look at it in terms of what do I need to do next month, the month after, because it's really a quarterly goal. So let's say you study. An example of this would be you study algebra for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's very measurable because you can track that progress. You write it down in a calendar or on a notebook, something like that. Track it on a spreadsheet. You can just track it through a calendar if you like, digitally. So it's an easy thing to track. A is achievable. And the goal is realistic and attainable based on your current situation. So, example is if you currently have a C, you're aiming for a B, and that is achievable. Aiming for an A plus in 1 week might not be so achievable. So, it's not a good idea to try to set a goal that's much higher. R is relevant, and the goal matters to you and it aligns with your bigger objectives. So, if the big objective is you're in middle school and you're trying to get into these advanced classes or get into a gifted program, then you might want to set up the goal to reach that type of thing. So, improving your math grade is relevant if you're trying to get into a STEM program, something like that, or dual enrollment later on, or AP classes in the high school. T is time bound, and there's a clear deadline or a time frame that needs to be set by the end of the semester. Pull out your calendar for your school and find out what the last day of the semester is. And then you should have some check-ins all in between all this time of the 18 weeks that you're in school, that your child's in school. So there may be checkpoints once a month at the end of the month on a Sunday, let's say, and you meet together as a family to check that out. So there is a clear deadline. So by the end of the semester, or let's say you want to say by the 9-week point, which is the midpoint, maybe that's when you set the goal for. And that might be better to do it in 9 weeks. If your child is the type that can't see too far out into the future, maybe 18 weeks is too long. So just set up a much shorter time frame and time bound. So that way you could do it in 9 weeks time and do 2 different goal settings, but it could be the same goals. You just rewrite them again. And then maybe what you do with them and who helps you with them has changed now. So maybe they didn't have a tutor at first and didn't need one until the 9th week. And now you're like, oh, time to get a tutor. You tried to do this yourself and it's not working. Or your dad tried to help you with the math and it's not working. So, or you're trying to get together with an uncle and aunt who's really strong in math and they were going to help, but now their schedules got busy, so you can't rely on them. Those kinds of things. It's always great to relook at these goals actually, and not wait for the 18th week to show up and you're like, oh, I should have gotten a tutor all this time. Why didn't I think about that? I had somebody call me actually in May, and their child missed the final by 2 points and ended up having to go to summer school. And she's like, well, I wish I had called you guys like back in April. I said, yeah, we probably could have rescued this situation and your child wouldn't have had to go to summer school. And now he had to take an exam in person at the end of July after my tutor worked with him from June and July. It was just unfortunate because I don't feel like he probably needed to be there in summer school. So anyway, smart goals are terrific. I think it's a good thing for kids to learn how to use them early on in life because really as they get to college, they go into real life and working, having goals set is great because it's something to look forward to and to, move forward and set your goals and reach them. And maybe it's career goals later on in life when you're older. So thank you, guys, for, listening to this. I think this is a very important thing to start with your children. It's early in the school year and it's a perfect time to do it. I wouldn't wait much longer. I would pull down this SMART Goal Planner, print it, have it in front of them at their computer, on their desk, maybe on the refrigerator as well. So they're always seeing it. And if there's a reminder that can pop up on their computer, even better. But it's always best that they write down their goals themselves almost every day, if possible, every day, because then there's something to be said about from the brain to the paper, to the hand, to the paper. They remember them better that way. And every day you write them, they're on top of your mind and they're always in front of them. So next week we are going to have, no guest. It's I guess will be later this month, and we are going to be talking again. Actually, it's going to be me. Let me find the topic. I think it's about gifted because the gifted program, schools will be looking at that here soon to test kids for the gifted program, and I'll be doing a webinar I believe it's on August. Ooh, let me take a look at that. Well, let me say August 13th, my topic is Want Your Child in the Gifted Program. Start here. Then it's about creativity and the key to getting into the gifted program. And then at the end of the month, I have Andy Goldstrom with Parenting with Purpose, How to Truly Succeed as a Parent. All my topics are listed in my Facebook page on Dynamis Learning. But basically, you can reach out to me as well. Let me put my contact information there for you at my business line, 770-282-9931, or email me at info@dynamislearningacademy.com. And, we can have a conversation. We're already busy. It's only, actually I was busy before school started on August 4th. Most of the school systems have started here in Atlanta. Private schools are slowly starting. Some have started today. Others are starting early next week, maybe midweek. By end of next week, pretty much everybody should be in session, even as private schools. And we do SAT, ACT prep, and this is a perfect time to do that. And there's goals to set for just the SAT, ACT. If your child's taking that, there needs to be some goals set just around that particular item. And you can set 3 goals. What are you going to do as a team to get ready for that test? And, you might want to set it in a 9-week fashion instead of an 18-week fashion. The tests are being given at the end of December. That's a popular time to take them. So now's the time to set the goal on what do we need to do and what are the actionable steps. Mom needs to contact some tutors. We need to choose a tutor. We need to be tutoring once a week for 2 hours. And then I have work to do as well myself, as a team. It's those kinds of things that you need to be looking at. So my webinar is actually going to be on a Thursday at 7:30 for the gifted program. And let me get you that specific date. It's going to be August 21st at 7:30 p.m. It's a webinar. I will have the link for that next week on my live. So you can register to get the Zoom link. It's free. It's if you want to learn about how to get your child in the gifted program, or if your child has been tested for the gifted program and couldn't get in, this is a good webinar for you. K through 8. All righty, guys, have a great rest of your week. Bye for now, and happy back to school. Bye.